Okay, good morning, everybody. Here I am in Longport, California. My hair looks all wet. I look like a cat licked me. I took a shower and I just got out. Moisturizing my hair, so I'm letting some of that excess water drip to the edges because my hair has been dry as hell. And that's mostly my fault, as I've just been painting it all these crazy colors because I haven't been satisfied, instead of going to the salon and just paying a good price one time and getting it all over with. So I guess that's going to have to wait till I go to New Mexico to fix my hair. It just needs an oil treatment, a real good one. With the right timing and everything, because my patience to wait for a timing for a treatment to be done is not there. So I just do everything quickly. I don't even let my hair get colored the time that it says. So maybe that's why I'm having all these problems. But I don't know, it gives you something to do and something to fiddle around with. What am I doing this morning? Just walking around, going on my walk. Longport, California. And I always do this every morning. I go out for a walk. But, except when it's not raining. Yes, I'm going to be moving to New Mexico. And I'm going to be missing Longport, California. Because there's, like you can see behind me, there's hardly no traffic. And it's a Saturday. Yes, it's a Saturday, everybody's in the house. But even during the week on Monday to Friday, because it's so small, everybody goes out to Santa Maria or San Ynez to the casino to work, or to Santa Barbara. And so people from Longport do travel, so that's why most of the time it's empty. And a lot of these people, most of them are all in the military, so they're in the Air Forces. So here in Longport we have the Air Force military base. So, yes, I'm going to miss Longport anyhow. I'm going to miss my family, my in-laws, my sister-in-law, my nephews, and my nieces that always keep me on my toes. They're always making me laugh, and they're always making me smile. And I always try to have a lot of fun with them, as much as I can, as long as my patients can tolerate it. Once they start messing around and not following rules, and not really being polite or hurting each other, I don't like that kind of stuff. So they know how their Thea is. And if you're with Thea, we're going to have fun. We're going to have respect for each other. We're not going to make no one cry. We're not going to push. We're not going to say bad words. You make a mess, you got to clean it, of course, because you're making a mess. And if I would go over to your house or your room, and if I made a mess, I would clean it. So I expect the same results as them, to treat my room as I would treat their room, or, as I would treat their house being there. To me, that's just an important living skill to have. Of course, I'm going to miss the dispensaries, because right now we have 3 dispensaries here in Longport, and they say that we're going to have 10 more coming pretty soon. But I'm going to go to New Mexico where yes, they do have, but I have to travel maybe an hour or so to go to the big dispensary that they have there, a warehouse. And it's really huge, like a Walmart. So that's going to be very exciting to see and to go visit. And of course, I'm going to show lots of videos. More than pictures, I think. I think I like the videos more because you can put more into them than a picture. But yes, a picture has a million words because you're always guessing what the hell is happening. Just kidding. But put in my 5 cents, but that is a good thought. Anyway, see. I'm going to be missing my family in Fresno. But I'll see them within a year. With a year or so, because once I get there, of course, I have to get situated to save my money. I have to find new doctors, clinics. Well, not doctors, because I graduated. I don't have no more pain management. That is so awesome. Yahoo! So I have no more pain management to go. Only if my pain persists more and it gets out of control, I can make an appointment with my handsome doctor anytime, he told me. And he'll be right there with me. And if I have any questions, I can call the office. So that would be like super duper awesome. And I'm off of my medications 100%. That is just so incredibly awesome. Because I can remember. I'm remembering is sketchy though. It's sketchy. But I can remember more if I put my mind to it to think about it. so I have to exercise my mind a lot. I can speak like I'm speaking to you. My words don't come out slurry unless I'm really tired, and my body just doesn't even want to talk, even though my brain does. My life, I quit all of my medications, which there were probably 10 or more. That some I had to take 3 times, some 2 times a day. And I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't sleep. I had a stomach ache. I was always nausea. I was not hungry. Like I said, I had problems with my memory, with my speech, with my walking. And if you all recall, I had a walker. I couldn't even walk straight. Yep, I was walking like a drunk when I wasn't even drunk. And I had those systems for a pretty long time. So I'm glad I don't have those systems anymore. Now I'm walking without a cane. I'm walking without a walker. But my walking is limited. And when I walk, I have to walk very slow. And when my back starts, because I have a bulging disc, when that starts bothering me, I just stop at a corner, stretch, twist, tippy toe, and then I go on. So I never, ever am walking too far away from home, because I always save like that extra leeway of space so I can come home quickly. And so even if I go an extra block up the block, I'll make sure I just come right down it the same way when I went up it. And if I have a really good day, then I'll go around that block. So that's an added block. I'm going to miss my daughter. She's been my caretaker without being the real paid caretaker, but she's always been there. And she's always took me to my appointments, went up and down with me. Was there when I had my pain really bad, times when I wanted just to chop off my legs because I couldn't stand the pain. My head sometimes too, I just wanted to take it off because I was just banging and my brains were just jiggling like jello inside. I can feel it. And that's not a good feeling. That's actually very scary because you don't know if you're going to wake up during the day or not. But that's what it is. And all of those symptoms are all gone. I just have to keep up with my cannabis. I have to have my CBD oils and the sodas, the creams, my edibles. And what I like about that is that they're different milligrams. So you can always start off with a low dose, 80, 30, 50, and see how that works. If it doesn't work, that means you need to get a higher dose, of course. And you have to learn how to control it and how much you need it, but your body will let you know if you need it or not. You're not going to be shaking or losing. You don't have no side effects, no side effects. The only thing you have, side effect, is being happy, not feeling pain, being in control of yourself, and just being grounded on the ground on this earth, that you know that you're there. That's just an awesome feeling. With those medications, I was not feeling like that at all. My life was just terrible. I didn't want to live. And those feelings are gone, thank God. Now, my cannabis, and that's just so awesome. And at night for my brain, of course I take my THC. My cherry pie. Take the OG Kush. There's different kinds of things, different kinds of flavors, different kind of milligrams. There's different kinds of weed for different kind of stuff. They all don't get you crazy. They don't even really get you crazy because you don't hear no one and then you're saying, oh, someone who was high on marijuana killed somebody. Someone that was high on marijuana went to go rob a bank. No, you don't hear that shit. You don't hear it. Not at all. Now, if they mix marijuana with pills and alcohol, then that's another different story. But just marijuana alone, I have never ever heard in my lifetime that so-and-so did a crime or they acted up on violence. I've never heard that. So that is a really good pointer with cannabis and THC, which is the flower. And the CBD oils They come in lotion form, cream form, like I say, edibles, roll-ons. Even comes in wine. There's probably some beer out there because I drink the soda. And it's awesome. As soon as I drink that, I mean, I'm happy for 3 days and I'm satisfied with my life. And I want to be here on earth and continue. Otherwise, I don't have that and I would get back to medication. I don't feel that. So I highly recommend it because it worked for me. And I have fibromyalgia. And I have a nerve disorder. And there's something else I have. Nerve disorder, fibromyalgia, that bone disease, osteoporosis, whatever you call it. And I had very, very high anxiety levels where it was really hard for me to be around people. And even my friends, I can just be around for short times. So I really evaluated a lot in my life using those products. And like I say, it worked for me. It can work for you. There's different dosages, and you make your dosage. You pick your dosage, what works for you and what doesn't. And there's other ways if you don't like the soda. There's the edibles. They have it in chocolate, lollipop, whatever, I don't know, chips, and you name it, they got it. But for me, it works miracles. Miracles. At night, I can sleep now. I can put my head down on the table and it doesn't feel like someone is smashing it with a hammer. And that was the most terrifying thing at night because you don't know if you're going to have a brain aneurysm or something's going to explode in your head or, you're going to wake up with, I don't know, something sticking out of your ears or your nose or your eyes or your mouth, something, I don't know. But it was freaky. And I just didn't want to be around people. I didn't even want to talk sometimes. And once in a great while moon, I'll still get like that because not everything is totally gone, but it's like 50% gone. If I keep this up. I need to keep this up. I need to go for my exercises. I need to walk at least every 2 hours. Or I have to be busy doing something, or I have to create something. Because I have to be moving, because it's just part of my nerve thing. And then I cannot sit down still and not move. I cannot stand up and just be still. If you're lucky, if I'm staying still for 30 seconds or 20 seconds, you're lucky to see that. If I'm sitting down and not waving my feet, you're lucky to see that. But when I do that, it's because I'm with the wild cherry. I mean with my cherry pie. Cherry pie. And CBD oil. That works for me, and I'm comfortable with it. And yes, there's going to be a lot of mixed feelings out there, but hey, it's my life. I control my body. I respect my body. My body is my temple, thanks to the Lord, Yeshua. And He's just showing me a lot of things that you can recover if you pay attention to yourself and your health issues. Doctors are not always right. Not always. As I tell you, that medication was a very bad experience for me. And even if you can say, hey, but the medication is free. Yes, medication is free. But look what's happening to you. Is it helping? Are more doctors being assigned to you? Are more drugs? Are they just putting up your dosage of your medication and your side effects to get worse? I didn't like that. I was not happy at all. So CBD gets you happy. Gets you in the mood to be around people. Gets me in the mood to be out here and walk. I'm proud and I like to hear myself talk when I can. Because by the middle of the day, everything just starts wearing out and my body will wear out. And it is that because, of course, the CBD is not going to be 24 hours help. You have to do it like every 2 hours, 3 hours. But it's like a medication. You're still taking all that medication. You're taking one pill 3 times a day. You're taking another pill probably besides that 3 times a day, another pill 2 times a day. Or there's another pill that you have to take that's 3 times a day. And at the end, in that little cup, you start seeing it fill up. That's not good news. If a cup is filling up with pills, that is not good news. Not for your body. So you have to retrain your body. exercise, eat the right and correct food, stay away from salt. That's the biggest one. Oh my God. Your salt should be 80 and less. Yes, 80 and less. So check those labels, because if they're more than 80 and less, I mean, that's it. I mean, I don't know. Some people love sodium and they can work with the sodium, but not me. It just bloats me up. I gain weight really fast. My allergies will start. I don't know. Maybe I'm allergic to salt. I don't know. But the salt is not good when you have fibromyalgia, because your systems flare up again. You know, with the sunburn feeling, and you don't want to touch you. You don't even want to listen to anybody. One thing, though, that I do say, stress is the number one thing that you have to stay away. And yes, that's the hardest. No matter what, you're always going to have stress. But you know what? When there's stress my way, how I handle it, I will usually tell my daughter, because my daughter knows who I am and what I can take and not take. I avoid arguments. Instead of arguing, I'll just agree. Even if that's not the way how I feel, but I just agree, because it's respect to agree, because we all are different human beings. And we all have different opinions, and we all see life different ways, and we all live our lives different ways, and we all have different beliefs, how we want to live our life, or what we want in our life, who we want in our life, and how much of it that we want in our life. And that's the key. If you want a lot of stress in your life, go ahead. Fuck it all up. Excuse me. And if you don't, you just agree, smile, turn the other way, and move on. So stress is very hard to avoid, but you got to do it. You got to do it. And or you can just say, you know what, I don't really like to talk about that. So can we talk about something else? Or what else is happening in your life? You know, try to get that person out of that stress situation, because you're there to visit, and you're talking to your friend, and all of a sudden she comes up with 1,000,001 problems, and you're like, you know, in your brain, like, I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to keep myself positive. I'm trying to keep myself strong, because I do want to live longer. And there's times, yeah, that I'll post things that are like outrageous, because maybe that's how I'm feeling, outrageous. But that's just a moment, and moments pass. Let's see. Always love your mother. Always tell her you love her. But never forget yourself, that you're a human being. And I got married at a very young age, at age 15. And I was married for 31 years. Altogether, I had 6 children, but 3 only lived. May Yeshua forgive me. I was very young. I was successful in life, though. I was a teacher, a preschool teacher, preschool assistant, a preschool cafeteria worker making the food. I mean, and I love my job at the Santa Barbara school system. That was one job that I really, really loved. All the other jobs in my life, a hotel, working in a warehouse, working in a convalescent home. Convalescent home was a good experience. It does teach you a lot if you pay attention. If you're just there goofing around, just doing my job, and don't care about it, you're not going to learn shit. But it does teach you about life and how you would want to be treated. And so, let's see. I was talking about my jobs, my career, all of that is cool. But I'm happy that I'm moving to New Mexico. Yahoo! I'm moving with my granddaughter and my grandson-in-law. And they have a house. And it's a whole new town, whole new people. Maybe so much new things to experience. Maybe there's some things we're going to be exactly the same. Maybe some things aren't. You know, it just depends what you allow what you allow to let happen in your life. What you allow to come into your life. Stress levels too. It's up to you. what you allow to come into your life and what you don't want in your life. These are little lessons that I have learned along the way, because through my experience, through my life experience, mine, not nobody else's. Your life could be like totally different, and you may think totally different, and you may agree with me in a lot of 1,000,001,000 of things, but that's okay, because that's you, and this is me, and this is the world, and the world is what we created and what we allow in our lives. And not everything is perfect. Nothing is perfect in this world. Nothing at all. Believe me, I've been there. I've done that. A lot of things I haven't did. And those a lot of things that I haven't did, I don't want to do all of those things. But there's just some changes in my life where I want to live, to grow, and understand better, and to experience. Because with my illness, fibromyalgia, I got to keep on moving. I got to keep busy. I need a lot of rest. I have a very strict diet that I need to follow. So to keep all of that up and keep up with myself, sometimes we need changes. And changes are not bad. Changes are good. But you got to make it happen. And when there's an opportunity, you got to grab it. And plus, I'm going to love being with my granddaughter, Ariel, because she pays a lot of attention to me. She cares for me. Right now, right? She hasn't put up with too much with grandma, but she knows her grandmother. And I'm just happy that I'm going to move, meet new people. I don't have a boyfriend. Thank God. I think that would be more stressful. Nah, why are you going to go over there? Nah, I meet a lot of men. A lot of men, I do meet them. And I do talk to him. And if you're a handsome man and I see you, you know I'm going to hug you. But you ask my daughter and my granddaughter and my mom. If you're handsome and you're a hunk and you're talking to me and I'm gazing in your eyes, I'm going to want to hug you. Just because I can do that. I'm allowed to do that. I would like to share my love in that way. Sex isn't a big thing. But when you get older, it's not that big. But when you're young, it's like, oh my God. You know, you think, I don't know what you think, but you get crazy. You just get crazy, crazy, crazy. But then after the honeymoon stage, you know, everything is over. And I lived 31 years with my husband, and I devoted a lot of time and a lot of stress. And I wouldn't want to do that again, because at the end you lose them. That's what I'm afraid of, losing. Maybe that's why I don't get too close to people, because I'm afraid of losing in that way. But I'm not really losing them because they're with me in spirit. But I just miss the presence. But I have good memories and bad memories. But the bad memories, I think because the Lord and the devil are in so much struggle that the devil's spirit will get into us. And that's when we turn bad. And when we die, when we pass, that's when we're free. And God saves us, because we do return back to life in spirit. That's what he was talking about. Yes, in spirit. I even feel before we were born, our soul was alive already up in heaven. Because how someone, yeah, you can have sex, but to make that fetus alive, there has to be a soul. Oh, do you think you get the soul or your spirit from the Lord? The Lord. So I think that's when we were born before we were even born. That's why God knows all the plans or our path. And we're here, I guess, to figure out our life. I don't know, but we're here to do his walk of life. We're here to preach his word, to keep his faith, to keep him strong, to help him fight his war against the evil. And there's going to be evil, because nothing in this life is perfect. The Lord wasn't even perfect when he was here on this life, walking the earth, because a lot of people neglected him. They dissed him. They thought maybe he was homeless, because he was a stranger. But our hearts and our minds should always be open to the unknown, because that's when you're going to need the Lord the most. That's when you're going to need to have faith and fight for your positivity and lash out that stress. Walk away from it. Say stop. Don't listen to it. Start thinking about something else. Have a conversation with your head and your mind if this person keeps on going and you just don't know how to tell them to stop or they don't get the message. Or you could always just say, you know what? I got to go now. But I'll check in with you later. Like I say, this is my experience and what I think. But that's what works for me. That's my life. That's my experience. Nobody else's. Let's see. What else can I cover while I'm out here? Well, I'm going to miss my boys. My Carlitos. My Ralphie. My Rafael. I love my boys a lot. And I hope they really understand why I make these moves and why I do certain things, because that's what is part of my illness. But maybe my body is just asking for help, for relaxation, for a time out, new space. I don't want to go anywhere where there's going to be a lot of problems. Let me see. Give me my phone.